Welcome to my Hebrew channel, Mielabraik. I'm looking at Ruth 2, verse 15, and this portion is where Ruth has finished lunchtime with all the workers and Boaz, and all the workers have seen, wow, Boaz has something special going on here. And now most of this passage concerns what Boaz is telling his workers about what they should do with the sheaves and the grain and so forth. So, and all of these things are very much in favor of or to help Ruth. So beautiful story, beautiful thing going on here. So let's get to the study. Have your English Bible handy and have your app opened up so that you can see these things. Some good things are going to come from this study. Again, the ancient text, handwritten, and 2 verse 1 begins right here. So don't have to talk about Siluk Sof Pasuk of the previous verse. That's up here somewhere. Vatakom, okay, closed syllable, so it's going to be a kamet satuv. Apps generally aren't catching the kamet satuv, but here it is, takom. Bart Bible in the audio tape that they have with it, the rabbi does have pretty close as to the kamet satuv, so listen to that, you'll catch it. Takom. We've seen this verb before in our study in the first chapter, when it's Naomi who does the takom. Naomi gets up to leave Moab, and here it's takom. She stands up. So this is then Ruth, which is at the start. So she stands up, takom. She rose. Le lakat. This is a lamed of purpose, preposition of purpose. In order to. Laket, in order to glean, in order to gather or glean. Again, just take a good look at the kof, especially the knot on the top. She's working there and to gather the grain that's fallen on the ground. Lelaket, in order to glean. Yish, yitzav, okay, yitzav. This is an ordered. This is we've seen a feminine prefix here on this verb, and we see a masculine prefix in this verb with the yod. So this is, it indicates the gender, the masculine gender. And as third person, we know it from Boaz. Boaz is the subject of this verb here. And then Boaz ordered, commanded. Incidentally, as I was looking at this, we've all heard the phrase in modern times, bar mitzvah. And this happens to be this shavah here. The hey has been assimilated, of course, in this version. But the normal root of this is shavah, to order. He orders. And then this is then the root that's used in mitzvah. Okay? Mitzvah is a PL participle of this word right here. So to order, to command. So son of the commandments. Okay. That's bar mitzvah, but this one's shiva, and then he commanded, he ordered, Boaz ordered it. So that's a direct object marker right here. Nice little makef coming off the end here. So it to his narav, to his young men, this is masculine construct, plural here, and then a pronoun on here, possessive, his young men, okay, narav, his young men. Lemor, saying, okay, and whenever you see this, this is an order. It is actually very similar infinitive that we have like here, lelakat, and then you have lelamor, okay, preposition of purpose tied on to amar, to say, and then in order to say, okay, and usually we translate with the participle saying. Okay? Then we have the word saying. Let's see, we have a revi here. So it is a bit of a stronger accenting here, which closes off this particular part then. And then we would have quotation marks here as to what he said then, okay? Gum, so also, be'in, among, okay, among, omarim, among the sheaves. Now, if you go back to the verse 6 or 7, you'll have the young worker, the man who's in charge of the workers, the young foreman, Nativ, he's complaining a little bit about this. In other words, she's in among the sheaves. That's the stuff that's already been harvested. It's already standing there. It's already been wrapped. It's all ready to go. From this point, we just have to carry it over to the threshing floor. But this is territory that's you're getting kind of close to what really belongs to the owner. But here Boaz says, Omerim. So the young man in charge of the workers was looking at this very closely. Now all of a sudden Boaz says, she is allowed to be there. Don't complain. Omerim. We're seeing a lot of words. We're going to have shibulim, shibatim, seeing a lot of words related. They're very much related. And this is one of them, the omerim. That's the sheaves of grain that are already prepared, already been cut off from the ground, standing there. And so, omerim, the very thing that the young man was complaining about, Boaz says, do it. So, okay, fine. Omerim. Telaket, okay, and then we've seen lakat here. So you have lelaket in order to glean or in order to gather. Then you have over here telaket, and then this one's a prefix. Let her also gather, okay, prefix form. She gathers then, okay, telaket, that's feminine. Your masculine prefix would be this one, and this one's the feminine. Telaket, she gathers. Ve, lo, and then not. Okay, this is a prohibition here. Prohibition. Ve, lo, te, and this is order here. Now, when you give an order, you're going to use the prefix form of the verb. And I was looking for a prefix for a lo over here, but this one is a feminine start of this particular verb here. Then telaket, she will gather, and then not, okay, no. Te tachli muha, and don't. And there's an English, so you're going to use a prefix form of the verb here after a particle of prohibition, and this then brings it out from, rather than just being simply indicative mode here, it comes into an imperative, okay, it becomes an imperative, and don't. And then there's a nice English root, and probably derives from it, goes through the Latin calumnia, and then it comes over to English calamity or calumnia, to attack, criticize, bother, or speak evil of. Okay, don't speak evil of her. Okay, and you have a ha over here at the end, third person feminine singular suffix pronoun that receives the action of this verb. Then, so ta ki tach li mu ha, and don't bring calamity to her. Don't bother her. Don't attack her. Don't criticize her. Don't speak badly of her. The verb includes a lot of things here, but simply say treat her well. I mean, but so, and by doing that, just don't criticize her. Don't treat her badly. It's one of the secrets of getting along with people, and I think that's what we can draw from this. In other words, Boaz at this point wants the best thing to happen to Ruth, and so he becomes very, very directive. Says, okay, this and this and this and this and this, and make it happen, and be kind to her, treat her well. Okay, she's a stranger at this point. The whole official matter of establishing something official as a redeemer and as going forward to the family is still in progress, but as we can kind of see here, it's heading that way, and one of the best ways for it to happen. And if you're a young man or a young woman going into a relationship, make sure it follows these guidelines of being nice to the other person, being nice to that person, and also be nice to their friends and be nice to their family. Be nice to whoever's working with this person, and this goes a long way. So it's a very practical advice that we see here, very practical situation. something that we can apply in this day and age just as well as it was 2,500 years, 2,700 years ago. Yeah, it does apply very much, even to this day. So be nice to your neighbor, and as Jesus said, do unto others that you would have them do unto you. So most certainly we see this principle operating right here. So may God bless, may God strengthen you in this day. Until the next time.